totally forgot to start recording. Hello, welcome back to Alone in the Dark. My name is Ussur. I didn't start recording, so here we are. What am I at now? Break into Dr. Gray's office. We have to go around kind of the long way for that.
If we can just get rid of Jeremy, everything will go back to normal.
That reminds me. I saw Miss Emily earlier. You remember her? You know,
Yeah.
she's Jeremy's niece.
She's looking for him.
That's right. She's helping us, in her own way.
As long as she don't stand in the way of the mother of 1,000 young.
I don't think she knows or cares about that. She just here for Jeremy. I've been more worried about that Detective Carmen fella. He's been snooping around asking all kinds of questions.
God, it hurts.
Ain't
I
normal.
wish you would stop doing that. Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Like she's doing it on purpose. Okay, so I don't.
What is going on here?
Don't know. Let's check Lottie's room. They're back, so there may be something new here.
We must have faith that Jeremy's pact with the Dark Man is a bluff. If we are lucky, our visitors will find him and prove it's all nonsense before night falls. What is true is our attempt to call on her. Too many things have happened for this evening to be in vain. Think of Jack and Cassandra, even Perosi, whose circumstances I can't understand. Grace is our goat without horns. She knows it and will play the role. You must talk to your brother, Batiste. I worry that he will fail us.
Interesting.
Mrs. Thompson.
That I didn't see last time. Now I know you can go to Batiste's room, and there's stuff there.
It's blocked.
Yeah, I know.
Lunacy and the Astarte Artist Colony, a monograph by Yael Klein. In early 1909, the old Derceto plantation outside of New Orleans was turned into an artist's colony. 3 famous European artists rented the house and the surrounding land from the owner, the Ledoux family. The colony was chiefly run by Sebastian Cortez, who was playfully dubbed the captain by his collaborators, William Arges and Heinrich Kassel. The colony existed for 6 years, until one day all 12 members disappeared without a trace. It is widely believed that their disappearance is connected to the disastrous hurricane that passed through on September 29, 1915, but nothing truly supports this claim. What is known is their frequent participation in New Orleans nightlife, their love for hosting parties, and their elaborate contributions to the Mardi Gras parades as the Pirates of Pontchartrain. Accounts of their lifestyle can be found in almost every gossip column. It can effectively be summed up as carefree and bohemian. In late June 1909, the name Astarte first appeared in the newspapers. Cortez said the name came to him as he was painting. There is never any claim to knowing about the ancient Phoenician fertility goddess with the same name before this time. His fellow colonist Heinrich Kassel did know, because he later produced sculptures that show clear references to ancient idols of the goddess. It's impossible to know for sure how this name suddenly made an appearance, but it is interesting because of Derceto's history. Even the name Derceto is the Greek name of a Syrian fertility goddess. In the case of naming the plantation, Derceto was certainly not an accident. We know that Elijah Pickford intended to build a temple for his cult, for he had distributed pamphlets 2 years prior to the purchase of the land, advertising his intentions. His followers were estimated to be almost 100 men and women, mostly sailors, Maroons, and Cajuns, when the plantation was built. To outsiders, Dorsetto registered as an ordinary slave plantation, which enabled Pickford and his flock to remain hidden for decades. The official story is that the cult lasted until 1862, when the Union Army came and burned down the plantation and scattered all who lived there. Following the Civil War, new people started to congregate in the ruins of Dorsetto to invent a new fertility goddess, the Shub Niggurath. As much as Dorsetto is a particular name to have heard of, it's not entirely uncommon among the learned. Astarte is equally known and could have been subconsciously chosen by well-read artists. Shub Niggurath is, on the other hand, very uncommon. Almost impossible that anyone in Louisiana would have heard that name. The name is referenced only in rare books like Unaussprechlichen Kulten and the Necronomicon, and is believed to be a bastardization of Arabic words meaning
Never good when you're
pertaining
reading the
to dark young.
Necronomicon.
The few paragraphs printed on the goddess are so upsetting that no one in their right mind would want to build a religion resting on such qualities. The Shub Niggurath cult was hard to get rid of, but it is believed that despite the police jailing and killing several cultists over the years, the main culprit in the cult's demise is the cult itself, which seems to line up with every instance of cult activity on Dorsetto's grounds. When Captain J.W. Norton of the Union Army arrived, he described the people at Dorsetto as malnourished and maniacal. As much as the army tried to save them, they fought back with fervor, as if nothing was going to stop them from slowly destroying themselves. While the disappearance of the Astarte artist colony remains a mystery, the recurring motif seems to suggest that their fate involved lunacy and a hunger for self-sacrifice to that fertility goddess with 1,000 names.
Well, that was a lot. Yay! We found a way around the mess. Of course, it's a dark and stormy night. And the sad thing is, it's like a bucket of broom and a step stool that's making everything a pain.
Mr. Waits must have had a spare key to Dr. Gray's office, but where? I don't know the combination.
Did, and it has to do with Jeremy's
What did he do?
papers. Combination is 9, 1, 3.
It worked.
It's based on how many days he's been there.
The last guest in the empty room suffered from severe maladaptation. I must write this down, because if I understand the condition sufficiently, it could make me deny this fact at a later date. And there is reason for me to think I may come to suffer the consequences from this dysfunction, as some who came in contact with the guest seemed to adopt a new worldview in which everything was predetermined but broken. Upon accepting this worldview, some memories became unmanageable and later rejected. I do not know what this means. I cannot even remember the fate of the guest. I think they were simply misplaced one day and forgotten. Just like all documents pertaining to this guest, they have all been destroyed, or they never existed in the first place. Who wrote this? There has never been a guest in the empty room.
That's not good. All right.
Here we are. Dr. Gray's office.
Yeah.
Now let's see if we can find some...
Dearest Dr. Manzetti, I find myself in a losing battle with my patient. As I've disclosed in my previous letter, his delusions have him completely captured. It's bad enough that he is torturing himself with paranoia, but his madness turns out to be quite persuasive to others, effectively laying the ground for mass delusion. I am writing to you in hope that you can give me some guidance. Beyond my ambition to avoid devastating surgery on my patient, I have grown worried about my own defenses. The words of my patient are deranged, yet they often resonate with something primitive within me. I have tried photographing his brain with X-rays. It was surprisingly difficult to get good results. Dark blotches on the plates kept obscuring all details. My patient looked at the bad plates and cried out in terror, telling me the dark areas was the shadow of the worm, eating him from inside. I could not see anything out of the ordinary. I hope this is a sign that my mind is not as receptive to the madness as I had feared. After further inquiry, my patient described the shadows inside his mind as some kind of chthonic monstrosity that wants to undermine his sanctuary. This is clearly a reference to a place he calls Teroea, a sort of library or convent that works as a psychological haven. With this imaginary haven threatened by this Chthonian, he has now constructed another, less pleasant hiding spot. Lately, he has been bringing up a metaphor of a steamboat that has run aground, that he feels like he needs to start the engines and reverse, but he is afraid that the hole in the hull would cause the whole ship to sink. I've been watching him turn this metaphor into reality for the last week. He knows it's made up, but he is doubling down, trying to make it a real memory. I feel certain that this is my chance to break through the barriers of his self-deceit.
If you say so. Stairwell key. For Jeremy's X-ray plates in the infirmary.
I have finished tidying up Miss Beauregard's belongings. I will leave it to you to contact her agent and have them collect her things. I found one of Grace's drawings she might want back, along with this key in her room, which I believe you've been looking for. Mrs. Thompson.
All right. France. Yes, there's a globe that we can put that on. Now that we've unlocked the door. Yeah, we're on a boat in a storm. That's weird. Very weird. We still don't know where the detective is. Haven't seen him for a little while. So, I'm coming over here to Baptiste's room. Because now that he's back, should be something new in here. Something to help us. Maybe.
Brother, I need you to trust me. This is the most important moment in our family's history. I know you have doubts and that the terrible Mama Loa told you lies. I would never betray you. I promise. Lottie.
Some kind of clue. Don't know what it means. Can't go that way. Just run across the hall and check everybody else's room.
Hey, little lady, how's your evening been going?
Meh.
Ups and downs, I suppose.
I hear that. We all live in the life of an elevator operator.
Are you alright, sweetie?
No, she's crazy.
Do you want to see my mask, miss? I'm making it for St. John's.
How did you... Is that supposed to be my... Ow!
Little turd.
You should learn your place, little girl.
Why are you acting this way? What did I ever do to you?
Nothing. She's just a jerk.
Grace! Grace!
Yeah, you didn't need to do anything to her. She's just a little shit. We got a key. First floor hall.
I'll just borrow these.
Jeremy knew that the only one who could help him now was the guest in room number 3. The room seemed to have been empty for so long. But that wasn't allowed to be true. The story needed to be different. To include something from the outside, he would bring the guest back to room 3 and show them what was in that safe. 913. But those were not the right numbers. That was the combination for the safe in the clerk's office.
Right. Does that mean that... Huh. I don't think there's a number there. From the clerk's office, I thought there would be a clue there. Okay. Nothing there. And over here, we have
There's
France.
something missing.
Okay, got some health potions. Now we can go down to the first floor hall and unlock it, and then unlock the stairwell. Finally able to get through this door. Uh-oh. It's the guest from room 3. And the door closes. Nothing there. Open this one first. Nothing there.
Sometimes I think this place makes me worse. That Derceto might be my grave. A coffin made of ostentatious architecture. A Taj Mahal for the drunken depressed. There's something about Derceto. Something about Dr. Gray. Like we all pretend that we're here to get better, when in fact we are here to be forgotten.
Okay. Interesting. Pistol bullets.
Ruth, are you there? No, of course.
Yeah, where would she be? You got something here for the camera, but I don't understand it. We don't have what we need. We need a bulb, apparently.
Castle built the zoetrope as an exercise in animation. He is very interested in moving pictures, and has even ordered an aeroscope camera for the colony. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of phantasmagoria he will produce. For now, his zoetrope entertains me greatly. It's not the little man passing his head, while quite humorous. It's the spell of that flickering light as it rotates. I swear, it takes me back to my childhood in a most profound way.
Okay. Not sure I understand. And then room 3. It's locked. Of course it's locked. Why wouldn't it be?
The mask had reminded Emily of her father. It didn't seem like a chance connection, but a purposeful reference made by that child. How could Grace have known what he looked like, and that it would upset Emily so? And why would she use those words? Emily felt like it was beyond strange. It felt impossible. Did it even happen? Was she losing her mind?
I don't know.
What is going on here?
I didn't find that last time. Okay, nothing in there. Nothing. This door has no handles. Like, that's a door. It should lead somewhere, but no handles. Same with the one over here. Ooh, cash register. Hold on. Well, there's money in it. Not sure why we're not grabbing that. Boom. Stairwell key. We got a new area to go explore.
This can't be.
We got blood. Got a locked door.
I need the key.
Locked door.
Radiography. Patient Jeremy Hartwood. Date June 14, 1930. Plates. Jeremy's skull proved difficult to capture properly. Partial radiographs worked best. A complete picture of the brain can be assembled by piecing 3 plates together. Observations. Even when looking at an assembled version, a shadow covers significant parts of Jeremy's brain. Possible tumor, but more likely that the equipment is failing. Jeremy reacted strongly to the pictures and claimed to see a giant clay worm eating and displacing his memories. Notes. While this exercise has left me nowhere closer to an answer, I feel confident that a Burkhardt lobotomy should sever all necessary parts.
Gonna lobotomize him?
Hypothetical psychosurgery based on the ideas by Burkhardt and the St. Petersburg research could end up saving Jeremy's mind. Severing the connections around the frontal lobe would certainly solve most mental afflictions. The procedure would be brutal in performance, as well as in efficiency. An ice pick pushed through the edge of the eye and into the skull would untether the nerves like Alexander cutting the Gordian knot. As this would likely leave Jeremy in a very different condition, all other paths should first be explored. The medical instrument I would need for this lobotomy is missing, and I should have Waits order a new one.
Yikes. A fuse. Okay, we're missing one. We got the surgery room key. So this was just a recording of when they were talking to Jeremy.
Tell us what they are saying. What are they saying, Jeremy?
Ever the praises and abundance to the black goat of the woods. Hear us, Mother, and take pity on us.
This is some
messed up stuff.
What else, Jeremy?
Some craziness.
And judge our work.
Shubnigan! Shubnigan! The black coat of the force with a thousand
That's not a good thing. I'll just take that fuse now.
This.
Hey, we got power.
That's better.
Okay, so we need to go find the rest of the pictographs. And now that we can see it, might go a little better. Boink. I mean, this place is an absolute disaster. The doctor's like, oh, the equipment may be failing. May? Look at this place, man.
I need the
Locked
key.
door. Okay. So, you have to rotate the plates in order to get the map of the brain. Boink. Boink. And then that just exists because why not? I suggest it's being part of a statue. Where do I have water? Running water now. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Let's go, girl. I don't know if you can fail this or not. I didn't do a very good job sneaking through this part last time. Because it's not like I'm going fast and I'm, you know, super sprinting or looking it, but... Whoa. And it's over.
I guess I never got a chance to look around this place.
No. No. We didn't. Look at all the chairs that they've got just sitting there. Why? What have they got? Tested shard. All those extra chairs for? Stools, plates, statues. Like they got all kinds of stuff. Jeremy's darkness. Use the talisman to open up Jeremy's mind. I don't know the number for that one. Oh. 6, a 4, and a 1, but I'm not sure we know the order for it. However, that's where we're going to stop this one. Alright, got it saved. We will continue on into Jeremy's mind in the next one. That will be all. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you can see when I post new things. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Catch you all in the next one. Bye!